Linda, Natasha's coming into the business with me. Thought I'd bring her along today to show her how things are done.
Oh, good for you, Tash. Congratulations. Right, well, we better get started then. How can I help you both?
There's a problem with Bandili. He's feeling a bit unsettled.
Why is that?
Well, he loves the club and he totally respects you, but he's not happy with the current manager's situation.
Alan's being a right pain. He's slagging Monday off behind his back and to his face. He's being completely out of order.
Thing is, Monday feels he's being disrespected.
Oh. It's okay, Claudia, just leave it. It's fine.
Danny, on the other hand, well, he's up for England under-21s. Got a great future ahead of him.
He's had loads of interest from all the teen magazines. They all want interviews. Thinking about hiring a security guard just to keep the girlies at bay.
Looking after Danny's publicity is a full-time job in itself, and Tasha's got her hands full there. He's having the time of his life. It's Monday I'm concerned about.
Yeah, look, I know Alan can be difficult, but he's a good manager. We're lucky to have him. Leave it with me, Jeff. I'll have a word with him. It's a smart move, your dad bringing you on board. I think you'll do really well.
Thanks, Linda.
Right. File those for me, would you? Is there a problem?
No, I'm fine. Even I can just about manage answering a few phone calls and making coffee.
You knew what the job entailed when you took it on.
I know. It's just... and it doesn't seem fair. I mean, I know I don't know anything about football or how to run a club. But are you seriously telling me that the goalkeeper's wife is any use? I can't believe her dad brought her along.
Listen, who Jeff Stein brings along to his meetings with him is none of your business. Tashy's working for him now, and you're working for me. End of story.
I just want to get stuck in. Actually learn a few things, you know?
Listen, you can speak Spanish, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you give Real Mallorca a ring, see if any of their directors have got special requirements for next week. It's usually my job to entertain them, so why don't we make it yours?
Okay, thanks. Good morning.
Morning.
I've left the list of today's appointments on your desk. The kettle's on your post, and there are also some faxes that came through overnight. And I managed to put a call into Ray Mallorca.
Well done. Thank you. Claudia, when did this fax arrive?
What?
This fax, when did it arrive?
I don't know.
I should have been told about it immediately.
Excuse me for breathing.
Come in.
Thanks.
Where's Alan?
Well, he was right in the middle of training, so rather than keep you waiting, I...
Right, well, we've had an offer for Stevie Shaw from Milan.
Right.
You and Alan know nothing about it?
No.
What do you think? Will he want to go?
Well, it depends what they're offering. I mean, he's a good player, they're a good club.
Yes, but should we let him go, or should we try and keep him?
Well, without Alan being here...
Oh, I did ask him, but he seems to be too busy.
Well, obviously, I can't speak for him.
Yeah, obviously. So what the point in this discussion is, I don't know. Claudia, could you send through Stevie Shaw's agent's details and his files, please? David? And also, could you ask Roger to let me have the current wage structure, please? Thank you. Would you ask Stevie to come and see me after training, please?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to do that through Alan?
I think I can manage that.
Thank you. Oi! When I asked to see the organ grinder, that's who I expect to see, not the monkey, okay? Now, what are we going to do about this offer we've had from Milan for Stevie Shaw?
Ellen,
I beg your pardon?
Stevie Shaw's got a £15 million buyout in his contract. With that sort of money, we buy two decent players. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, but...
Look, I'm in charge of buying and selling at this club, right, and it's going to stay that way. Now, if you excuse me, I'm a very busy man.
Stevie! Sorry I'm late, shall we? Please sit down. You've probably heard about the offer we've had from Milan for you.
You know what things are like. Nothing remains a secret for long.
Yeah, Tell me about it. The thing is, Stevie, I don't want you to go. I mean, I know what your agent will want. He'll probably get more money out of moving you, but I think we've got a good chance of going all the way in the Champions League this year, and I want you to be part of that.
Well...
Are you unhappy here?
No.
Good. Because I think we can build this team around a good captain like you. I mean, you've certainly got the skills. The Mallorca and Sunderland game showed us that. I prepared a counter-offer for you, just to consider.
I think I should talk to my agent before making any decision.
Yeah, of course. What are you doing tonight?
The block woman just walked in. I've got to go. Bye.
Hello, Alan.
Linda. Stevie.
Alan, you remember Yasmin?
Yeah.
You know my agent, don't you?
Yeah, of course. How are you?
It's nice to see you again.
And you?
I'll get some drinks. Mrs. Block?
Oh, it's Linda, and I'll have a spritzer, please.
Usually.
Yeah. What the hell are you planning? I told you I wanted the Milan deal to go through.
I'm the executive, Alan. And if I choose to ignore the advice of my manager, then that's exactly what I'm entitled to do.
Mrs. Block?
Yeah.
The table's ready.
Thank you. I'll speak to you in the morning.
Yes.
I think you can see from our offer, we're very serious about Stevie's role at Harchester United. Both Alan and I have got great hopes for this season in the Champions League, and I just want you to realise how far we're prepared to go to make sure you're the captain who leads Harchester's campaign.
Oh, thanks. I think Larry and I need to talk your offer through.
Yeah, of course.
Stevie Shaw.
Have you and Yasmin been together long?
We're engaged, actually.
Oh, have you set a date?
Well, it's hard to pin him down. I wanted a summer wedding, but he's always got so many plans.
Well, I just hope they don't include leaving Harchester. Any messages for me?
What, at this time on a Friday evening? Everyone's gone home.
Yeah, well, the sooner we get through this lot, the sooner we can go home too.
Harchester United. Just a moment. Call for you.
Who is it? Linda Block. Comment on what exactly? Whoa, slow down. I don't understand what you're talking about. No, I haven't received any fax.
Good night.
Where's this fax?
What fax? I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't got time to run this office for you, Claudia. The least I expect you to do is check the fax machine. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill them both.
Excuse me, I don't know if this is a bad time, but I really need to talk to you.
In my office now. I want this mess cleared up before you go. Whatever it is you want to say, you better say it. Quick.
Right. Well, a few days ago, I don't know, last week sometime, Alan got a call from Milan asking him to leave Harchester and join them as director of football. He asked me to go along with him, and I went along with it. But I didn't like the idea from the start.
So what's this then? Crisis of conscience?
Yeah, to be honest, something like that. My loyalties were torn.
Your loyalty should lie with this club before anything else.
Well, that's easy for you to say, Linda. But when you've worked with someone most of your professional life, other things come into play. Yes, I have a contract with the club, but I owe that man a lot.
So tell me, if you're so intent on remaining loyal to your beloved Alan, why are you here now, stabbing him in the back?
I just thought you should know. I mean, it's going to come out one way or the other. And I figured that it would be better you hearing it from me than anywhere else. The press are bound to catch wind of it sooner or later.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Alan's career in football's finished. At least for the time being. Fortunate for you, though, you decided not to go. Alan would have dragged you down with him.
You make it sound like I planned it.
You've got to admit, it's pretty convenient that you came clean just as I found out.
Well, considering I just betrayed my best friend and working partner for the past 12 years, I feel quite awkward about the whole thing, really. Hello?
David, Alan, look, get over here immediately. And if the press call, deny everything.
I'm sorry, Alan. I can't talk right now.
What? What do you mean you can't talk?
Can't believe I'm going to have to let him go. 3 days before the most important game of Hodges' history. After all, he's a damn good manager. And I've been in football long enough to know that a 2-1 lead against Mallorca means nothing. Still all to lose. I should have my head examined coming back here.
We can get through this.
Can we? I can't even persuade my own captain not to leave the club.
We can still get him back, you know.
I would love to believe that.
No, I doubt he'll go. Steve is a young patriot. He'll want to conquer the battlefields in Europe from his own country. I can't promise anything, but I'll do everything I can to keep him here. That is, if you still want me around.
You did this, didn't you?
Oh, so you don't deny it then?
You sneaky. How could you do it to me?
What gives you the right to be angry with me? I'm the fruitcake, remember, who's been publicly slated. You betrayed me, you've lied to me, and as for sneaky, Alan, I'm not the one who tried to poach a player from my own club.
It didn't happen that way.
Don't try to deny it. And just for the record, I did not set you up.
Well, somebody did, and I'm going to find out who.
I'm sorry, Alan, but I think you did this all by yourself.
So it's goodbye then, is it?
Don't you mean arrivederci? What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask you the same question.
Couldn't sleep.
Snap.
We're 24 hours away from the biggest game ever, with no manager, an unsettled dressing room.
I can settle the lads, don't worry about that.
You do know I'm going to have to look outside the club for his replacement. It's just that the board and the fans will be expecting a big appointment. I've already had names thrown at me.
Who?
I can't say, David. But I would appreciate if you'd carry on for the moment, though. That might mean managing the Mallorca game on Wednesday. Hey, who knows? If you win, people's views of you could change.
And if I lose?
To go out of the Champions League would be...
Right, so if I win, then I get a shot at managing this club, maybe. And if I lose, I'm out.
You know how it is in football, David.
No, she has no comment until the press conference, thanks.
Have you finished that yet?
No,
Where's Nicky Peggs?
she's not back from the training ground. Linda Block's office. Oh, right, yes. A personal call, a Bob someone?
Hello? No, I have no comment to make. Claudia, it was a journalist. No calls, understand?
He said he was a friend.
Oh, wake up! They try it on. Look, when you finish that, go down to Mill Lane and read it to the players.
But
But? But what?
if you have an important statement for the players, wouldn't it be better coming from the horse's mouth, as it were? My dad always says...
Listen, Claudia. Don't you ever tell me how your dad thinks this business should be run. Just do your job, okay? Thanks for coming at such short notice, John. I'm sure you're aware of the situation here.
Yes, I am.
Now, I know obviously things are at early stage, but I've had a word with your agent, and he seems to be in the same ballpark regarding your terms as me.
Yes, he did tell me.
What I thought today would be interesting is if we talked about other matters.
Like what sort of budget I have for players?
Yeah, that sort of thing. Samuel Irvin's promised to put in a very substantial amount.
What kind of figure are we looking at?
Well, I'll be able to tell you more after the Mallorca game, but I would say about 5 million if we go out and up to 20 if we win.
How many pros have you got on the books at the moment?
31. This is the main changing room.
Hey, John. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Just passing Harchester, were you? Huh?
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, you know. Good to see you.
Hi, John Barnes.
Pleased to meet you.
Good luck against Mallorca.
Cheers.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
John, shall we carry on?
I'll be back to you. I'm very impressed.
I'm glad to hear it. I'll be in touch with the agent and hopefully we'll speak again soon. Is John's quiet?
Yes, it'll be in about 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
I don't want them to see us, Jamie. What did you bring him here for?
Hey, Jamie!
You know Jamie as well?
Yeah, he used to clean my boots at Anfield.
It's true for my sins.
And this must be the little one I've been hearing about.
Who's been telling you about the baby?
He's already a media star. Didn't you know?
Claudia, print out the letter with John Barnes' personal terms offer on it and fax it off. And if his agent calls, put him straight through.
All right, sweetheart.
And what can I do for you?
Oh, now you're talking, babes.
I'm busy. What do you want?
To see if you're busy tonight.
I'm really busy tonight, I'm afraid. Some other time, maybe.
So when?
Did you want to see me, Stevie?
No, thanks, Mrs. Block.
You're still here?
Yeah, you haven't said when yet.
And you are?
Come on, Stevie, we'll be late.
All right.
Sorry, who are you?
My friend, we're looking for houses.
Right. Thanks for the invite. I look forward to it.
What invite?
Some charity. I told you about Thursday.
I had the same problem when I first came here. You want to watch footballers, they hang around like a bad smell.
Yeah, I can handle it.
Is Fletcher here yet?
Oh, he's in the boardroom.
How are you?
I'm fine when I'm playing football. It's just the rest of the time.
Yeah, well, your lawyer seems hopeful about the hearing.
You're joining us, Mrs. Block. Good. Right. The next hearing is an application for dismissal.
So what's that then?
It's the key to the whole case. You can't think how the blood might have got there.
No.
You've no idea.
Look, I've told you 100 times. No.
Yeah. Fletch, he's just trying to help you.
Yeah, but he's asked me over and over.
So just once more, okay?
You came in from the pitch after being substituted. Then what?
Got changed. That was it.
So the tracksuit bottoms never left the dressing room as far as you're aware?
No.
Absolutely sure?
Yes.
Good. As I see it, the police case relies almost entirely on this spot of blood on your tracksuit bottoms. Now, you're saying that anyone could have had access to them after you removed them in the dressing room, yeah? So, unless the police can prove otherwise, then the case against you is less than overwhelming. Which is why my strategy will be to try to get them to drop the case altogether.
You seriously think you can do that?
I wouldn't get your hopes up, but there's a reasonable chance.
So there'll be no trial? It all just goes away?
If I'm suitably persuasive and you're lucky, then yes.
Fletch! My client has nothing to say at this time, thank you!
Tiny speck of blood is the CPS barrister's entire case. This inconclusive forensic evidence is all that they have to implicate our client, and as such, there is no case to answer. Your Honour, we move for the case to be dismissed.
Your Honour, before I deal with the submission, I've just been handed an extremely important and relevant statement. It appears to be an eyewitness report, placing Mr. Fletcher at the scene of the crime.
In the light of this evidence, a dismissal is out of the question. You will obviously both need time to consider this statement. Case adjourned.
David! I just came to wish you luck for tonight.
Oh, thanks. Hopefully luck won't come into it.
Yeah, well, obviously it goes without saying, but even if we play the most boring game in history and draw 0-0, I'll be ecstatic. The result's all that matters, okay?
I know.
Evening in the history of Harchester United. And if newspaper reports are to be believed, it might be David Spear's last taste of management. Stevie Shaw, what an important job he has tonight. He captains the Dragons.
John, you know how in the director's box you're supposed to remain impartial, dignified?
You are supposed to be.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, it's something I can't do. Come on, Rochester! Let's do it! Come on!
And meanwhile, at the other end, Stevie Shaw has to concede a corner. Anxious moment here for Harchester United. Ibagartha to take the corner kick. In towards Nadal, and Mallorca have the lead!
We've gifted them the game.
David seemed to want them to go all out and it just backfired.
Oh, Dawn, have you met John Barnes? John Barnes, this is Dawn. David Spears' wife. Nice to meet you.
Let's hope it picks up in the second half.
Trailing by 2-0 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. My goodness, they need a better second half performance. Fletcher's offside right at the start of the second half. Rawson! Yes! A vital goal for Harchester United. They're alive and kicking thanks to Danny Rawson. Their European dream lives on. And the tactical changes of David Spears seem to have done the trick. Chips in towards Fletcher and taken by Mickey, the goalkeeper. Harchester just need this one goal. Terrific clearance there by Olethola. Mickey claims, but Harchester press again. Spears must be very proud of his team. They gave Mallorca a run for their money, but all they have to show for it is a place in the UEFA Cup now. And it's Mallorca who march on into the Champions League proper. And Harchester United have to consider themselves unlucky after that marvellous second-half performance. It ends 4-3 to Mallorca on aggregate, and I wonder what that means now for David Spears.
Well, I couldn't have asked any more of you in the second half. You totally outplayed them. But sometimes in football you don't always get what you deserve. But tonight, you showed just how good you can be when you play as a team. There's a lot of talent in this room, and you'll be better players for what happened tonight. Cheers, Monday. I appreciate what you did.